Hello everyone! Welcome back to this channel. If you're a true ARMY, you already know that BTS is coming back this March and kicking off the Arirang World Tour in April. But today, I want to talk about something that gives me goosebumps every time I think about it. This is about the BTS dance line, about J-Hope, Jimin, and Jungkook, and the 5 choreographies they've created for this tour. And guys, these aren't just ordinary choreographies. According to circulating information, J-Hope himself told Jimin and Jungkook that this will be their legacy as the dance line. Legacy, guys! Do you know how heavy that word is? Before we dive deep, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell because I'll keep updating you with the latest news about BTS. Okay, let's jump straight into this exciting discussion. So here's the story. According to several sources close to the BTS production team, J-Hope, Jimin, and Jungkook started working on the choreographies for the Arirang tour 4 months ago. 4 months, guys. That's not a short time. They've been practicing almost every day, for hours, until their bodies are completely exhausted. And what makes this interesting is that this time they're not just dancing choreographies created by professional choreographers. They're creating everything from scratch. Yes, you heard that right. From scratch. J-Hope, who's already famous as BTS's dance leader, is leading this creative process, but he's not working alone. Jimin, with his contemporary dance background, and Jungkook, with his versatility as the main dancer, the 3 of them are collaborating to create 5 choreographies that they believe will change the performance standards in the K-pop industry. Just imagine, 3 of the best dancers from one of the biggest groups in the world come together and decide to create something that has never existed before. That's an insane level of ambition. What makes me personally excited is J-Hope's statement, saying this will be their legacy. If you've been following BTS from the beginning, you know that this dance line has already created so many iconic moments. From Blood, Sweat, and Tears that was sensual and artistic, Idol that was energetic and colorful, Black Swan that was emotional and dark, to On that was powerful and epic. Every era has its own signature move. But J-Hope says that these 5 choreographies for the Arirang tour will be different. This will be their greatest work. Now, I want to discuss a bit about these 5 choreographies based on leaked information. The first choreography reportedly combines elements of traditional Korean dance with modern hip-hop. Imagine, guys, hanbok dance movements that are smooth and graceful suddenly transforming into sharp isolation and popping. This is a statement about their identity as Korean artists on the global stage. They're not forgetting their cultural roots, but they're also not afraid to innovate and create something fresh. The second choreography is what makes me speechless. This is a 12-minute non-stop dance break. 12 minutes, guys! Do you know how exhausting it is to dance non-stop for that duration? Even professional dancers say this is something extremely challenging. But Jungkook reportedly proposed this concept because he wanted to show ARMY that they're giving everything without holding anything back. No holding back. This is dedication at the highest level. The third choreography uses water effects and fire performance. This is the most dangerous because they have to dance with high precision while there's water and fire around them. The safety team reportedly almost canceled this concept multiple times because it was too risky. But the dance line insisted because they knew this would create spectacular visuals. Water meets fire, 2 opposing elements creating beauty. This is powerful symbolism about contradiction and harmony. The fourth choreography uses hologram and AI technology. Guys, this is something that has never been done in K-pop concerts before. They'll be dancing with digital versions of themselves, creating the illusion that there are more dancers on stage. But what makes it special is that the choreography itself is very emotional. Those holograms reportedly represent different versions of themselves. Trainees who are still struggling, idols who reach the peak, artists who continue to evolve. All those versions dancing together in harmony. That's brilliant storytelling. And the 5th choreography, the finale, this is the most emotional one. According to rumors, when they first successfully executed this choreography completely, J-Hope couldn't hold back his tears. Jimin and Jungkook also cried. Why? Because this choreography is a representation of their journey as the dance line. Starting with movements that are separated, not synchronized, each with their own style. Then slowly starting to find rhythm together. And at the end, they move as one perfect unit. This isn't just choreography. This is a story about brotherhood, about growth, about finding identity together. Now, why did J-Hope say this will be their legacy? I have several theories. First, these 5 choreographies are the crystallization of everything they've learned over 11 years together. This isn't just about difficult movements or grand production. This is about pouring all their experiences, emotions, and learnings into art. Every movement has meaning. Every formation has purpose. Every transition has a story. Second, this is a statement about what it means to be an artist in the modern era. They don't just perform, they create. They don't just entertain, they inspire. By creating 5 choreographies that push the boundaries of what's possible, they're proving that K-pop isn't just an entertainment industry. K-pop is a platform for artistic expression at the highest level. Third, this is a love letter to ARMY. Each choreography is designed with thoughts about how ARMY will feel it. Not to go viral on social media, not to be easy to copy, but to create an experience that will be remembered forever. When you watch the Arirang concert later, you won't just see a performance. You'll witness the culmination of 11 years of dedication, passion, and love for their art. What makes this more special is the dynamic between these 3 members. J-Hope is the leader and visionary, Jimin with his artistic sensitivity, and Jungkook with his technical excellence. They complement each other perfectly. J-Hope brings structure and direction. Jimin brings emotion and nuance. Jungkook brings power and precision. When these 3 elements combine, magic happens. There's one moment that reportedly happened in the practice studio that made me emotional. After completing a full run-through of all 5 choreographies, the 3 of them sat on the studio floor, completely exhausted. And J-Hope told Jimin and Jungkook that this will be their legacy as the dance line. Not because this is the most difficult choreography, not because it has the grandest production, but because this is the highest expression of who they are as artists. Jimin reportedly thanked J-Hope for teaching them that dance isn't just about technique, but about meaning and soul. Jungkook added that J-Hope is the reason they could become the dancers they are now. And J-Hope, being the humble person he is, said that they were already great from the start, he just helped them discover it. Can you imagine how emotional that moment was? What really strikes me about this whole situation is the level of vulnerability these 3 are showing. In an industry that often prioritizes perfection and image, they're choosing to create something deeply personal and meaningful. They're not playing it safe. They're not recycling what worked before. They're reinventing themselves yet again, and that takes incredible courage. Think about it. They've already achieved everything a K-pop group could dream of. They could easily coast on their past successes, perform the hits everyone wants to hear and call it a day. But that's not who they are. That's not the BTS we know and love. The fact that they're investing so much time, energy, and emotion into these choreographies tells us something profound about their artistic integrity. They're not satisfied with good enough. They want exceptional. They want transformative. They want to create something that will make people rethink what's possible in live performance. And honestly, if anyone can do it, it's these 3. Their track record speaks for itself. I've been thinking a lot about what this means for the future of K-pop performances. If BTS successfully pulls off what they're attempting with these 5 choreographies, it's going to fundamentally change expectations. Other groups will feel the pressure to elevate their own performances. Fans will have higher standards. The entire industry will have to acknowledge that the bar has been raised. And that's exactly what innovation looks like. It's not just about being different for the sake of being different. It's about pushing the entire art form forward. There's also something to be said about the timing of all this. Coming back after military service, after a hiatus that saw each member grow as individual artists, they could have chosen to play it safe. They could have stuck with what's comfortable and familiar. Instead, they're taking one of the biggest creative risks of their career. That confidence, that belief in their own artistic vision, is what separates good artists from great ones. Let me also talk about the physical demands of what they're attempting. Training for 12-minute non-stop choreography, while also perfecting 4 other equally complex routines, is no joke. Professional athletes have specific training regimens that last months to prepare for peak performance moments that might only last minutes. What the dance line is doing requires that same level of athletic preparation combined with artistic refinement. They're essentially athletes and artists simultaneously, which is why their work is so impressive and why it deserves to be called a legacy. I've also heard from insider sources that they've been working with nutritionists, physical therapists, and specialized trainers to ensure their bodies can handle the demands of these choreographies. This isn't just about showing up to the practice room and dancing. It's a holistic approach to performance that considers every aspect of what makes a dancer capable of executing at the highest level. The dedication is truly next level. Another fascinating aspect is how they're incorporating feedback from each other. Unlike traditional choreographer-dancer relationships, where there's a clear hierarchy, the three of them are working as equals, constantly challenging and inspiring each other. When Jimin suggests a contemporary element, Jungkook might add a power move, and J-Hope finds a way to blend them seamlessly. This collaborative approach is what makes the final product so rich and multidimensional. Guys, when the Arirang tour starts in April, this will be a watershed moment in K-pop history. I personally believe that these 5 choreographies will set new standards for what can be done in a concert setting. This won't just influence BTS themselves, but the entire industry. Other groups will see this and think, oh, so this is what's possible. This will raise the bar for everyone. And most importantly, this will be a testament to the dedication of the BTS dance line. They're not satisfied with the success they've already achieved. They're not comfortable staying in the safe zone. They keep pushing themselves, keep innovating, keep finding new ways to express their artistry. That's the attitude that makes them legendary. I can't wait to see ARMY's reaction when they finally witness these 5 choreographies live. I can imagine the standing ovations that will happen, the tears that will flow, and the moments that will be remembered forever. This will be one of the biggest highlights in BTS's career. 4 dance cover artists out there, prepare yourselves. This will be your biggest challenge. Based on the complexity and level of difficulty described, this isn't something that can be mastered in a week or a month. This will require serious dedication. But at the same time, this will be an opportunity to grow as a dancer and push your own limits. I'm also curious about how this will be documented. Will there be dance practice videos? Behind the scenes from the creative process? A documentary about making the choreographies? I hope Big Hit will share all of that because ARMY definitely wants to see their journey creating this legacy. Before we end this video, I want to say one thing. Whatever happens with the Arirang tour, whatever reception these 5 choreographies receive, one thing is certain. J-Hope, Jimin, and Jungkook have already proven that they are artists in the truest sense of the word. They're not afraid to take risks, not afraid to innovate, and never forget why they started dancing in the first place. Legacy isn't about being the most popular or having the most views. Legacy is about creating something that matters, something that inspires, something that will be remembered long after you're gone. And I'm 100% sure that these 5 choreographies will be part of BTS's legacy that will be talked about decades from now. Okay guys, that's my discussion about J-Hope's statement saying this will be the BTS dance line's legacy. If you're excited for the Arirang tour, comment below. If you have predictions about these choreographies, share them too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow ARMYs. Let's support the BTS dance line and celebrate the artistic excellence they bring. See you in the next video. And remember, BTS is not just a group, they are artists who continuously redefine what's possible. Bye!